What is up, YouTube? Here is a 2005 Toyota Avalon, and I want to explain to you guys the simple solution for a pretty annoying problem that they came with. This car is fantastic. It's like a couch, literally like a couch going down the expressway at 70 miles per hour. It's fantastic, but it has some quirks. And one of the ones that Toyota actually had a service bulletin for was a radio door that many customers were complaining wouldn't open. And the solution was for Toyota to replace the door assembly. Now, this little hook and this hole, if you will, that it goes into, if this was the hook with a sharp point to it, the other side had a sharp point as well in here, and they really make like an S hook into each other rather than the bare minimum angle to keep it shut. So rather than spend, I'm guessing, probably $100 on this, I kind of applied common sense, for lack of a better term. Toyota obviously can't do this because it's not uniform across the board. It would be up to each tech's skill and discretion. But I cleaned my file. Obviously, be careful, don't scratch any of this, because it's that's like an aluminum looking coating on black plastic, so be careful. But all I did to fix this was I took a decent amount of the bite out of the point there that goes inside here. Now, you can't modify this because it'll look bad. That's a very steep 45-degree angle up inside there, and then this was a steep 45-degree angle to a point, and the two would lock together so tight I actually had to take off the ignition switch cover and pull off this entire bezel and use a plastic pry tool. And these are cheap, by the way. I got these from Harbor Freight. Yeah, you could probably get them from Snap-on for 10 times the price that are better, but save yourself the money if you don't use them every day and get the set from Harbor Freight twice. So I actually had to get in there and force this open. I mean, I really tried. I put probably 10 minutes in trying to open this when the car was delivered to our office. But now, as you see, it closes, opens, closes, opens. Took me less than a minute. The other thing too, for you DIYers that don't maybe even have a file, maybe tools aren't your thing, get a nail file. Everybody should have a nail file. If you don't, you probably have a friend that does. So just a nail file, something to get in there and round off that. Now, do a little bit at a time, because if you do it too much, now you're in a whole pickle. You could PM me for an easy fix, but you're going to take apart this whole dashboard and use an epoxy putty to bring some of the shape back. So start easy. Take it, I got it stuck a couple times. I didn't take enough of it off, and I had to, obviously being very gentle, I had to get in here. I didn't take all this off again, but I had to get in here and open it. So the first couple times I filed it, I shut it and it got stuck. This was the first time that it worked consistently like this anymore, and it might not shut anymore. So hopefully you guys find this helpful. The 2005 Avalon is fantastic. They moved from the Camry chassis to the Sienna chassis, making it so much bigger than the 2004. It was the debut of the 2GR FE. At the time, it was a 280 horsepower V6 with a 5-speed automatic. This car is amazing. So it's much more amazing when you can access your radio. So hopefully this is helpful, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm sorry it's been so long since I made a new video. Things have been slow and we haven't been getting many cars in, but as I do and as I find good common sense fixes for them, I'll post them on here, and hopefully you guys are blessed by the information. Thanks.